Welcome back. You've tuned into NSE FinWiz, powered by CNBC TV 18. And I'm in conversation with Roongta and Kalpesh Ashar. Thanks so much for joining us. And a quick note on insurance. When you talk about your pay slip and you talk about that mandatory ATC investment, the first thing that comes to mind is, especially towards the months of February, April, filling out that quick insurance form. Talk to me about insurance. Is it really a means of investment? Kalpesh.
Simply speaking, that to keep two chambers separately, insurance should be for utmost protection at the most reasonable premium. And investments should be for growth. So we never advocate policies which put both of them together. So either an insurance cum investment policy, which probably we are all tuned that on maturity it will give us an X amount of returns back, because all the returns which probably are put together on those type of policies, I'm talking about the traditional life policies, are very, very conservative and very, very, I would say, the least returns you can expect on any type of a product. So don't look at those policies which have an investment element imbibed into them. The ideal way to look at it is to go for a pure term plan. So you could look at the other avenues, what are there for the ATC. And in fact, tax planning needs to be started in April. So you can plan it out in April, May, June and relax for the rest of the year. So you have your fundamentals in place, you protect yourself adequately, invest adequately, that's about it.
Harsh, if I can ask you to jump in here and talk to us really for the benefit of our viewers, the differentiation between a term plan versus something like a money back or an endowment policy.
So an endowment or an insurance is investment, a sort of a fixed deposit mixed with a protection plan with very low return. So very expensive protection, very low return on the fixed deposit. The only people who make good returns on that is the insurance agent. And that's the reason it gets pushed so hard. On insurance, I will just make a very quick way to distinguish between a good insurance product and a bad insurance product. A good insurance product is a product where you hope to God that your premium goes completely waste and that you never get paid a penny, right? If that is the kind of insurance you have, that's a good insurance. So it's slightly counterintuitive, but that is the way you should judge your insurance.
Kalpesh, if I can ask you to actually add to that, a lot of people believe that something is better than nothing at all. And so when you look at that, an endowment or a money back at the end of the day will guarantee you some money comes back. But a term policy where absolutely no return is there. So would you agree in this particular scenario, something is better than nothing?
So I'll give a simple example without getting into the technicalities of it. A day-to-day life example. We have a car insurance. Say for example, the car premium is 10,000 rupees. And your car is valued at whatever 10 lakh or 12 lakh or something like that. Sure. Now you pay the premium which is very affordable to you, and that is around 8 to 10,000 rupees. And the premium has been already in action for the last 11 months. And you know in the next month the premium is coming up for renewal. Now because in the 11 months the premium has not been paid, would you go in the last month driving rashly and actually pray that you bang the car, hence you get the premium? You would not do that. So that is the truest form of insurance. The same applies to your health insurance. So the simple answer to this is that don't get lured by the thing, what will I get when at the maturity? You don't have to get, because this is insurance. What you have to ask that question is on equities. After 8 years, after 10 years, you have to ask that question on debt, on fixed income.
Absolutely. In fact, Kalpesh, if I can ask you to address a query raised by S.K. Srivatsan, again, Deputy Manager at the Business Analytics team. How different is private insurance policies compared to the ones offered by my company or companies? Is it good to invest in private insurance in addition to one that is offered by the company at this age? He's about 23 years old again.
See, basically, when you talk about company offering insurance to you, so company, it many times offers either the life insurance products to you or the health insurance. In either case, one thing needs to be understood is it's limited to the time you're with the company. So you need to have that in perspective. Health insurance is all the more that it should be kept separate from the companies. Because, for example, that you are not with the company and you are in transition mode to another job or a business venture, God forbid if something were to happen to you during that period or to your family, you are left napping. So keep it separate.
Now, before we slip into a quick break, a quick show of hands. How many of us here hold life or medical insurance apart from what the company offers? All right, so a step in that direction has been made to actually look at insurance as mandatory protection and not really investment. And that's the word coming in from our financial experts, Kalpesh and Harsh. Let's slip into a quick break, but stay tuned. A rapid fire Q&A on the other side. Welcome back to NSE FinWiz, powered by CNBC TV 18 here at Ashok Leyland, and it's time to throw the floor open to the young professionals here in the city of Chennai. If I can have the microphones to the people who request questions to our financial experts.
Typically, I have 1 year of my expenses in my savings bank account, and that gives me a mere 4% and something lesser post-tax. So what other alternatives do I have? Say probably good debt funds.
Do you have a home loan as well? So here is a quick suggestion. Take what is called an overdraft home loan, and your current home loan, if it is at a higher rate, this loan you will probably get it at a lower rate of around 9.4%, 9.35%. It's an overdraft kind of a loan. Park this money there. So you are saving it at the home loan interest rate, which is, even if you are at the highest tax rate, even then you are saving money at 6%. So that is the risk free, because you are lending money to yourself. You are reducing your borrowing liability. You can withdraw it anytime you want. That is the ideal place to keep your contingency fund. If that is not possible for you, look at a liquid fund. For some of you, I would recommend, if you are in the highest tax brackets, if the taxable income is more than 10 lakhs, look at an arbitrage fund. In an arbitrage fund, the returns are tax free. Look at a dividend reinvestment option. That is another good place to keep your contingency fund.
What my question is that I have missed my insurance for 2 years. Now, should I again do the same insurance, or should I go in for an insurance, see online, and choose if it's a better price that is available for the amount that I pay?
You have term insurance, right?
I have a normal term insurance.
So term insurance, here's the thing. Prices have fallen close to 60-70% over the last 3-4 years. You in fact have missed your premiums. Nothing has happened to you. Exactly. So you saved some money, right? Why would you want to go back and buy a more expensive? I don't think it is buyable. Any case, even if it is buyable, right, you should anyways look at buying new. You will get it much cheaper than what you would get.
And on that note, we're absolutely timed out on this edition of NSE FinWiz, but it's been an absolute pleasure. We're talking about the inside out of insurance policies and financial literacy 101 with young professionals here at Ashok Leyland. Kalpesh, Ashar and Harsh Roongta, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting. Thanks so much for joining in. And from the entire team here in Chennai, thanks for watching.
We had a lot of questions to ask. There were a lot of misinformation that our people, especially the young generation, have. So it's they're skeptical about the market as such, about investing in funds as such. So the speakers were very clear. They got a very nice information on how investment should be done, on how medical insurance is actually to be considered, and on how goals are to be considered for what you invest for. So I think it's a very useful and informative session.
This particular event has given me a lot of roads that I can follow for, multiplying my money. So I was looking for a lot of, where to invest and how much amount to invest. So this particular event has given me that, and now I know where I should invest and to realize my future goals.
I think this is a stepping stone to, always, align on the long run. So always dreams keep changing, and this is a good initiative which has helped me, and
at least it makes me rethink what I require or what is to be done for the future.